What's up, guys? Welcome to the Rabbit Hutch, where we take you along on all of our homesteading, homeschooling adventures. My name is Sarah Scorst. Let's get started. So, first of all, a little introduction. The we in our story is always referring to me, my husband, and our 5 children, who range in ages of 13, 10, 7, 3, and 1. Here comes one to join us now, because no one can ever leave mom alone. So who are we? What are we doing? Why are we here? Where are we going? Someday I'll be able to start these videos with a quick little recap of we're from the city, we bought land in the middle of nowhere, we quit our job, we sold all of our stuff, and we jumped into this homesteading life. We're about halfway there. We have our property up north. We have 5 acres in northern Arizona. My husband quit his job a few weeks ago, and we are side hustling our way through life right now. One of the biggest pushes for my husband to quit his job is that we have 5 children, and he misses out on so much of their life because he's working all the time. He's working 10 to 12-hour days, and it just wasn't providing us with a life that we wanted. And we've had a lot of traumatic things happen, starting with, global pandemics and getting locked inside our houses and being forced to homeschool our children, and a lot of medical issues. And it was literally just one thing after another that kind of just was like a stake being driven home, that this is not the lifestyle that we want. This isn't the mental state we want to be in. Like, life is too short. God has given us an amazing earth, an amazing opportunity to experience this version of ourselves, and this is not the version of ourselves that we wanted to be experiencing. So we're changing it. And it's not easy. Change is not easy. It will never be easy. It's just part of the process. But we are really excited for the changes that are to come. We don't really have a time frame on when we're going, mainly because my husband would happily go right this second. But I signed up for some classes fall semester that start in about 4 weeks. And I'm following through with those classes I signed up for, mainly because it's just for fun. I'm taking a beginning woodworking class, a beginning furniture making class, and those are legitimately things that I've wanted to do forever. And I feel like it's something that I don't want to like toot my own horn and be like, oh, I'm just naturally so good at these. But they're genuinely things that I enjoy, that I have proven in the past I could be good at. So I want more knowledge. So I'm taking a couple classes at the local community college, which is stopping us from picking up and moving right now, because these classes are important to me and I can't get them where we're going. I can only get them here. So that's what we're doing. We currently have a colony of meat rabbits. We started with 3 breeders. We started with 2 does and 1 buck, and we kind of inherited another doe from my niece. And we've had 2 successful litters. Our does are still fairly young. Like, they're still just kind of hitting that threshold of being in the mood to breed. So it's been an adventure all in itself. We started them in cages. I'll make another video all about our rabbits and why we moved from cages to a colony, but we currently have a colony of meat rabbits. The first batch will be ready for butcher in about a month, about the same time I start school. And yeah, we have some laying hens. I'm pretty sure our neighbors are done with us being here, because we're basically trying to bring the country to our suburban neighborhood. And although we haven't had any complaints about the chickens, we don't have any roosters. We just have 5 hens. They are loud. They're loud, and I would not blame anyone if they accidentally killed my chickens. That's not giving anyone permission to. Don't come hunt me down and kill my chickens. But I am kind of shocked that no one has complained about the noise. Because at like 5:30 in the morning, they won't shut up until you feed them. Even if they already have food, it's like they want different food. They're like toddlers that just sit there and yell at you no matter what you do for them. There's a toddler under here. So we have our 5 acres. My husband quit his job. We are side hustling our way through life, and we are homeschooling all of our children. COVID kind of forced our hand at homeschooling. I will do another video on that and link it below. But it was something that we were not prepared for that turned into be one of the greatest adventures I have ever been on. And it has been the most rewarding thing to come from COVID, hands down. Absolutely, because there was a lot of crap that came with COVID. And I'm grateful to find not even just a silver lining, like in the chaos and crap of 2020, being forced to homeschool my children was the best thing that has ever happened to this house. So we are homeschooling our kids. We have, I think I said before, we have starting next month when we start school, we will have an 8th grader, a 5th grader, a 2nd grader, a preschooler, and a 2-year-old. She's quite compliant and she does enjoy her nap time, so there's just a lot. There's a lot of moving parts, and sometimes it's easy to look at someone else's life and be like, "Oh, well, they're doing it." But when you start going into the depth of what it takes to do it, you realize you're not insane for feeling like it's a lot and it's overwhelming, because it is. I'm going to take you on all of our adventures. I hope that you join us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell to be notified when we have new videos up. Welcome to the Rabbit Hutch.